Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to Math Review Minutes. It is Monday, April 6th. I hope you had an okay weekend. We're going to get started this week on subtraction. Last week we did 2 and 3 digit addition with regrouping. So this week we're going to get started on subtraction. So we have to reset our brains and remember that now, instead of numbers getting bigger, the numbers are going to be getting smaller, okay? And there's different rules for subtraction. So we're going to go over those today. And then this week we'll practice a bunch of problems, okay? So the first thing we need to talk about are some subtraction words. When you think of subtraction, you might think of minus, like a minus sign. The word difference is actually the answer when we subtract. When we added, it was called the sum. When we subtract, it's called the difference. Anytime a problem asks you how much more than or less than, you are also subtracting. And another key phrase is take away, okay, when you're thinking of subtraction. So if you look at this problem here, 8 minus 3, you see your minus sign. When we subtract, Mrs. O'Connor calls it the big papa number, okay? That number always goes first. The biggest number goes before the smaller number when you subtract because it can't be the other way around. I can't do 3 take away 8. I don't have enough. The biggest number has to go first to find the difference or the answer. So if it's 8 minus 3 equals 5, this is 8, this is 3. So look at this. Buddies, 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 right? That's the same. Look at what's different about the two numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we get our answer. Or I can show you the difference on a number line. I start on 8 and I hop backwards 3 times and that will give me my difference, my answer. 1, 2, 3. And it tells me that there is 5 that are different. So that is our answer. Okay, so when we do 2-digit subtraction, there's 2 different things that can happen. The first one, oh no, I erased some of it. The first one I kind of think is a little bit easier. It's when we do not have to regroup or borrow. Okay, so if you take a look at the rules, we always look at the ones. That's always the first thing we do first, even when we're adding 2-digit numbers. So I look at the ones. Now, this is a Mrs. O'Connor rule. I always have my class circle the bigger number. Even if in your head you think you know it, I find that it really helps us not make mistakes if we really circle the bigger number. Okay? So I can see that 7 is bigger than 4. And remember, I'm only looking at the ones right now. Let me grab a piece of paper. I'm only looking at the ones right now. So I circle the bigger number in the ones. Then my next direction says more on the top. Yeah, more on the top. Then there's no need to stop. I don't have to do anything fancy. All I have to do is 7 take away 4. Okay, so you can draw circles and take away 4 of them and you'll get 3. You could count backwards in your head. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, you can do whatever you have to do to solve that problem. You can draw yourself a number line. Then I move over to my tens. Since there's nothing in the 100 spot, I know that my bigger number is going to be on top, but if you like to, you can still circle that bigger number. 4 take away 2, more on top, no need to stop. 4 take away 2 is 2. My answer is 23. That's how we do 2-digit subtraction if there's more on top and I don't have to borrow any. Now, this one will be a little bit trickier. 47 minus 28. When I write that out, it's 47 minus 28. Okay, so we follow the steps. The first step, look at the ones. circle the bigger number. Okay, so if we're looking at the ones, I have to circle the bigger number. What's bigger, 7 or 8? 8. Ooh. So if I have, it's kind of hard to do with this. If I have 7 fingers, I can't take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's not enough. So I have to get a group of 10 so that I have enough to take away that 8. So what we like to say is, more on the floor. Go next door. Take 10 more. The 4 becomes a 3. We had 4 groups of 10. We took one away and put it over there, okay, to help the 7. So now the 7 got 10 more and it became 17. So watch again. More on the floor. Go next door. Take 10 more. The 4 became a 3. Okay, so now I have 17 minus 8. Do whatever you have to do to solve that. Mrs. O'Connor knows that 17 minus 8 is 9. And then I can move over to my 1s, or my 10s, I'm sorry. 3 take away 2. We should all know that. 3 take away 2 is 1. And my answer is 19 for this one. Okay, so that's how you subtract when you have to borrow, when the bigger number is on the floor. More on the floor. Go next door. Take 10 more. Because again, that was 4 groups of 10. I needed to borrow one. So this guy had to go over there, which meant there was only 3 left now. Okay, so that's what we're going to be working on this week. I want to practice one with you before we take a break until tomorrow. So get your piece of paper, get your pencil, and let me write out one. We are going to do one with regrouping, with borrowing. Okay, so my problem I'm going to give you is 56 minus 38. When we write it, we write 56 minus 38. Sometimes I have friends who go 5, 3. That's not right. The number is 56, so we write the whole number. Take away 38. Okay, and then we're going to follow the steps. Step 1. Look at the ones. Okay, here's my ones column over here. Let's look at the ones, 6 and 8. Step 2, circle the bigger number. Ooh, what's bigger, the 6 or the 8? Yes, the 8 is bigger and it's down here on the floor or the bottom, okay? So again, if I had 6 fingers, I can't take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why I have to borrow a group of 10 to help that 6. So then we say, okay, more on the floor. All right, here we go. More on the floor. Go next door. Take 10 more. The 5 becomes a 4. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 10. I had to borrow one that went over there, and that left 4. So now I can solve this problem. I'm going to let you solve this, and then let's see if you get the right answer. Just hit pause until you're done, and then we'll go over it real quick. Okay, so 16 minus 8 is 8. 4 take away 3 is 1. You should have gotten 18 as your answer. If you did, give yourselves a star or a happy face. Okay, that was a quick review for you. Tomorrow we're going to practice doing more problems. And I will give you maybe 4 or 5 problems to practice. Some will have borrowing and some will not. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Try and enjoy the sunshine today.